Oh, now it's dangerous.
Right. Yeah. Now it is dangerous.
Living on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to our page here and just see what's happening. I've got the other computer over here running with the channel stream going.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm on to here, Eddie, is the way the stream works is the audio doesn't come through on the stream. Like if I
There's a lot of
share
magic things
videos.
going on in your house.
What was that?
There's a lot of magic things going on at your house. I just keep hearing the chimes.
Fancy production.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try this and see if this actually works here. So this is the video that I tried to play last week, and this is by the artist Colombo Black, and the track name is Portuguese in Love. And I mean, it's certainly not X-rated. It's barely R-rated. I would say it's barely R-rated, but in any case, it got flagged as being 18 plus. So let's see if we can watch it.
It's not happening.
Nothing is happening, but it's also not killing it, which is different than it did last week. Okay, that time, yeah, it didn't do it. Right. So, yeah, the interface there's like, you can do, yeah, I think to change it, I might accidentally leave it. So there's like, you can like stream from YouTube. And I think that might be where the settings are. Anyway, I'll have to play with it a little bit more.
When I'm watching the stream, and now it just shows the Jitsi.org logo. That's it. So we've lost the video.
Lost all video?
Although there's no video now. I don't know if there's sound. I gotta turn on the speakers here.
It says live 220. I'm watching it in the YouTube studio panel, and it seems to be.
I'm watching it as like somebody is just like on the page checking it out. And
yeah.
Not coming through. I'll just see.
Are you logged in though? Are you logged in as you? Because I wonder if it's not showing up because it's like listed as 18.
I'm logged in, so I can comment on things as usual on the thing.
Yeah. But, let me see what happens if I just stop it. We're probably gonna get 2 videos.
Oh, I got you. I got you now.
What was that?
You're on. Yeah, it's on now.
Okay. Yeah, it might have been while I was trying to play that video that it couldn't play, maybe because it's on a little bit of a tape delay. So.
All right, let's work it now.
So technology.
People watch us do technical difficulties.
Yeah. We need to flash up to a screen. If you've got one ready to go, then you can play it. I see. Otherwise, it'll take me just a second, and then I can play one.
All right. I was looking for more Christmas music for today. I found one, and it's just like super sad and depressing, and so I was like, I'm not gonna play it. But then to do that, I found a link to this other thing called Audio Library. You might have seen before searching for stuff, and it looks like it's just a collection of people's like instrumental music. So I'm gonna play one of those. And funny enough, a dude who used to be in the Puck Crew. In the band, our homie Herbal Tea, who's in Taiwan right now. There's a band called Herbal Tea, and their track is called Artificial Music, or it's reversed. It's Artificial Music, and the track's called Herbal Tea. Doesn't really say, but this is what it sounds like. I'll load it up. Let me grab the link here and put it in. All right. Share video, and here we go. And there we go. And just so everyone knows, you got to unmute yourself when we come back after the tracks. Otherwise, it turns into a silent movie.
Yeah, I realized I probably unmuted myself on the wrong device. I don't know if the mic's
Yeah, you got one muted, one unmuted, but I can still hear you, so we're good.
Hear me?
Yeah, All right, I'm trying to holler at Long John here and see if he's going to come through. He said he's active now, but he's on the West Coast, so we're looking at 7:27 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know if his kids are at his house for Christmas or at his ex-wife's house for Christmas, so he may be around doing nothing. I don't know.
Eddie, do you know how the technology here works as far as the sharing of the videos?
I've never used Jitsi before, first time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's
I was assuming I was going to have more problems with my audio and cam, but it's working as far as I know.
Sweet.
So,
yeah.
Here, so you're doing everything right without me.
So there's over towards the right. It's not the far right because the farthest on the right is the hang up button. But there's 3 dots for more actions, and there's actually a whole slew of more actions over there. And then
like
in the middle,
recording and stuff.
yeah, in the middle-ish, there's one called Share Video, and if you click on that, so supposedly it says direct video link. I don't know if it's like if you got a Jitsi server and you have videos uploaded, or if it's just, I don't know what the direct video link is. We've experimented with like sharing audio and whatever, and we found that the YouTube audio quality is the best coming through Jitsi, so we just do YouTube. But yeah, you can just drop a video in there. But if you wanna, you got something you really want to share. Actually, they used to have a share audio. They don't have. It might depend on your browser. I'm on Firefox, so
I'm on Chrome,
you might have.
But
yeah, you might have a share audio option.
On Chrome, there's audio.
Yeah. So what the share audio does is you can it basically is like a Chromecast sort of thing set up, and you can share the audio from a tab. Now that audio might have gotten better. Go for it if you want to do it. Like in the past, like I said, we've just found that the audio quality wasn't as good doing it that way. So that's why we just do the YouTubes. But yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think I see the button for start sharing your screen. How do I get it back to the view where I can see you guys? Because right now
there's a box beside those 3 dots. It's got 4 squares in it, and that will just sit toggle.
Okay.
And that'll show you
cool. Thank you.
Who's on and whatnot.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, if you feel like being on the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen with the mix-up, or just somebody full screen, you can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All good.
So if you've got something, you can share it, or I've got one. Up to you.
I did not come prepared with Christmas music.
Oh, my! I don't have.
Last one wasn't Christmas anything. It was just like one of the things in my band. So,
I mean, I was going to say I have from Block Sonic release a Vietnam 2 song called "War on Christmas." That's about all the Christmas stuff I have.
There we go. Yeah.
But you can play your selection.
All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and do this. So I kind of had this picked out. This one's not age restricted, but I was going through the it's FOLC folk records, and it seemed like a good one if we were gonna be on the 18 plus. The name of the band, I'm pretty sure I played this band before. It's MFC Chicken. And this is they got a lot of live renditions of this track actually on YouTube. But this is Striptease Girl. All right. The problem with having two machines is I often forget I have to stop the video on the one where I played it, but I have to unmute it on the one that does the stream. So it's like, and for some reason I literally do it like this. I do it right-handed and left-handed. I guess because I use the mouse, I mouse left-handed, so I guess I've got the mouse hooked up over on this machine, so I think that's what. Yeah,
fun fact, never knew.
Yeah, so
Doug left-handed. Note to self.
Yeah, so a lot of good stuff over on Folk Records. That's sort of like in that like almost like punk 1950s / early 60s sort of revival sort of thing. Kind of going on. A lot of stuff in that sort of sound.
What is it called again? Folk?
Yeah, it's FOLC. It's a they're in Madrid, I believe. So I don't know if the K is not a letter they have in Spanish, or I don't know what the deal with that is.
The C is silent. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Full Records. Yeah. But yeah, they got a lot of. I've had some interesting stuff over there. Like I'll have to find. I think they do a lot of like independent, like European releases and stuff. So some like reasonably big European names, but then they release all the digitals on under Creative Commons. So yeah, so definitely worth checking out. One thing I don't like about them is the way their Bandcamp is set up. Everything plays like if you use like some sort of music service, like I do Last FM and Libra FM, everything shows up as the artist being Folk Records, which is a little bit annoying. But it's probably easier for them. I know that Bandcamp has like some different ways to like set up labels and stuff. And I don't know how much that costs. So there might be a cost saving.
I think they charge you more if you set up labels.
Yeah. So I think they might just be set up as an artist on Bandcamp, and then they just, so you know, all the information's there. But like if you just like look and see, like on my, so what I do is I go through my top 10, every week and just find videos from my top 10 listens. And one thing that's nice about it is, like, if it's this folk records, I just go to their entire catalog and just pick something. So it kind of does make my life easier. But I don't necessarily, when I go back, I'm like, well, what did I actually listen to? I don't know. So, but yeah, if people ever see that on if they ever look at my top 10 and they see folk records, like could be any number of artists.
You guys have Bandcamp accounts, right?
Yeah.
I kind of quasi have an account. I put a thing on it and haven't promoted or done anything with it because they want you to have a PayPal account, and well, it just doesn't work through a bank here in Japan. Like the bank I use is just like does not exist for them. So just like, well, it's not going to make any money. I don't care if you get any money from it. They're releasing anyways, so like free. But they're like, oh, you got to have that for some other things to happen. So
yeah, I don't. There's no other option but PayPal, which kind of frustrates me because
you can get a fan account, which is different. But I mean,
do you have you had problems logging in?
I have. I think you you know, like if you want to like follow artists and stuff like that, and you can just do that through a fan account.
They since the new company bought Bandcamp, they have this login thing where you it asks you to verify the email that you made when you made the account, and it's very frustrating for me because I do it with multiple people, and so you log in. I can't log in because my other person made the email when they made the account. So I'm currently locked out of several Bandcamp accounts that I've had since like 2010. It's very frustrating because I don't have the Gmail anymore. So, and for some of the other projects, I can't even like log in because it's my, the other person's email. I don't have access to their email. So it's frustrating. I don't know why they did that. I know some other musicians have had the same problem. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. I mean, I made the account about a year ago, I think, and then it was like to upload one album on it just for fun. I got a Bandcamp thing, but then they're just like, well, we want you to get paid for things. Like, I don't care. So whatever. I just kind of left it at that.
I started using it when it first came out, I think in like 2010, and it was great at first. They only took about, I think it was 5% at the time as a fee.
Right.
And now it's up to like 15%. So which is outrageous because, if
that's
you're
great.
Yearly for them, it's basically like you're paying for a subscription service with the fees they're taking, I mean,
well, that's pretty much it then. Yeah.
they are a hosting site, but they advertise themselves as, out there to help the independent musician, whatever, but they're actually taking a pretty big fee. That
I do know that people that I do know who are using it when there's whatever this like no fee Friday or whatever the hell thing's going on.
Bandcamp Friday,
I get a gang of people emailing me like, buy my shit because I'm getting all the money today.
So, I don't send out emails about that or advertise it because I get the emails from other musicians and I'm like, I know it's Bandcamp Friday. It's Friday. I know. You don't have to remind me.
Well, it's not every Friday. It's one Friday a month. But...
yeah, but Bandcamp acts like they're like doing everyone such a huge favor.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever,
No, that's how much is for free. I don't care. If you want to pay me for it, congratulations.
Yeah,
send me an envelope full of money to my house.
I always put everything up for it. When you go to Bandcamp, it says buy album, but you can put in 0. I do the pay if you want thing, which I look at as like a donation, basically, And if someone wants to download it for free, then go for it. I'd rather they have it and listen to it for free than, feel an obligation to pay money for it, which no one wants to do anymore. So.
Yeah, I mean, I buy records.
Yeah, well, that's different because sounds better, and you can, have it in your hand and look at the art. Just a different experience.
I buy records and I buy used CDs, and that's what I buy.
Yeah. Did they have Salvation Armies there?
No, but recently, just because things get expensive, there's been a proliferation of secondhand stores. So there's one, the name of these ones are just beautiful. There's a place that's called Hard Off, as in discount hardware and whatnot. So you can buy like, old musical instruments, TVs, VCRs, computers, shit like that. But they also got a stack of records and CDs. And they're connected to another company called Book Off. And the Book Off is the same thing, just use books and shit. But they also do CDs, but they do a little bit more curation with the thing. They actually find out like this CD might be worth some shit. Whereas a Hard Off is just like any CD that's in there, it's going to be like $1 in a bin. May or may not have the case or the CD in it. You never know. You got to check. So same thing with the record. So
the like Salvation Armies here in New York, if you go in and look at the used the CD bin, it's like 50 cents for a CD. It's like everything from the 90s that was just awful. Like the first Spice Girls record, Titanic soundtrack.
Yeah, you can make coffee table legs out of those things. There's like so many copies, right?
Those things are only good for starting a bonfire at this point.
No, we did a track with Donnie, and he put it out through Block Sonic, and inside the CD graphics there's a photo of me and my brother at the Salvation Army that is now, I think is actually gone. It was just on Broadway in downtown Vancouver. And they had a basement, and the basement was just like toys, CDs, tapes, records, and just like tables and tables of records, and just, any box of fruit you can imagine, apple box, orange box, whatever. And there's a photo of us there going through them. I think my brother's holding up like Jesus Christ Superstar, and I got REO Speedway and hold it up. So. But yeah. And since this is live, I won't tell you the other things that happened. Maybe in a sleeve. You know what I'm saying? I just want the record. I don't need the jacket. This was a triple album, 75 cents. All right, I'm looking at the Block Sonic YouTube page, and I don't see the Christmas, the War on Christmas on their page. I was hoping to find it there and be able to play it.
It's on. I made a video for it. It's on YouTube.
All right, well then that would be where to go.
It should be on YouTube still. I haven't checked in a while. It's just called War on Christmas. If it's there, it's there.
All right, I want to find it because we've got to play it. Yeah, it looks like on the block page, what do we got? Let's see.
It should be on the Vietnam 2. We have a YouTube page, which I don't really use, but it's there.
Yeah, I can share it if.
Have you got it already, Doug?
No, I mean I found it, but I found it on.
Well, same here. So I mean, like, what we do, like rock scissors paper for it.
Yeah. Well, I've got it on the other machine, so if you've got it ready to go, then you should go for it.
Yeah, I can just grab the link here, and I'm just gonna make sure with you, Eddie, that I've got the right thing here. Is there a clip where somebody's wearing a spacesuit in the video?
There is.
Then I've got it because I'm just looking at the thumbnail for it. It's like, wait a minute, just make sure. All right, then I'm gonna pop it in, and we're gonna have some War on Christmas. Here we go.
We canceled Jesus, the war on Christmas. We burned down Mount Rushmore. We fought in wars. We fought in wars. We're in a talk show, mostly more. The guns are here, so hit the floor. In the days when we were poor, we canceled Jesus, the war on Christmas. We burned down Mount Rushmore. We fought in wars. We fought in wars.
There we go. War on Christmas.
There it is.
All right, now the music video. Who's the cosmonaut?
I don't know. You know those sites with free videos, royalty-free videos you can use.
So
That's where I
that's
found
all
it.
from that. Okay, cool.
I'm not paying anyone. I'm not paying anyone to dress up.
I was gonna say that's a budget, man. We got a spacesuit, you know.
I either find that stuff for free or I just do it myself. I could have just dressed up in my apartment like that. I have my green screen behind me, as you can see. Could have done a whole thing.
I'd be shocked if we haven't played that before, but our records only go back to November 3rd, and then we have 2 pads, and one of the pads is not working. I think that got didn't that get nominated for CC Music Awards?
The album also has the same title, and I think it did. The album did.
I think the video might have too. Maybe it is a different one of your videos.
This is why everyone's got 2 computers.
Yeah.
Double checking.
It wasn't last year.
It came out in 2020, December 2020.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna let you go for that, Doug. I gotta find it like my zillion bookmarks here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm already on the page. Yeah, I've been through the last 2. Yeah, so in 2019, I think. So I think that might have been before we started doing video. No. Maybe it was just in our back channel of the things that we were discussing.
One of the Vietnam 2 albums was nominated.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, like you've had some good videos, so I thought we had, like I said, Dom and I sort of back channel the discussion on the videos. So that may have just been one that we talked about. In any case, yeah.
Now your page has another subscriber, so
wow,
I'll keep back
moving on up.
Moving on up. You up there. You guys are at 6 now. It's out of control.
Oh Lord, oh Lord. I have too many projects and too many YouTubes and too many everything to promote any one of them. So I sort of just create channels and then never log into them ever again. I'll put content up, but not, you know, it's only so much I can promote.
Yeah, for sure.
And with Blocksonic, I try to just promote the going to the Blocksonic website to download it instead of, you know, like 90 other different links.
Yeah, that's I've been lazy now being on a Blocksonic. Before I used to be on like 80 different things, and then through there it's like,
yeah,
you know, I've got hosting that I pay for, and the link on that just sends it to Blocksonic anyways. So it's like, forget it. I mean, back in the day I had good things going.
The YouTube algorithm thing is weird because this project I'm in with my friend in Paris called Aries Death Cult, I put up the full album version of the new album we released on Halloween, and I do that all the time for projects, and it'll get like, you know, like 200 views a year, and for some reason the video got included with some like major releases from like the same genre or whatever. So now the video's up to like 23,000 views, which is a lot for YouTube stuff that I've released, and it kind of, you know, it's cool, but at the same time there's like, I have no way to know how to, you know, replicate that with something else, because it's just it's just a computer basically saying, hey, this go with this. So
right,
like on it. There you go.
Yeah,
we should say, well, I'm got the page up. I was reminded that Does the Weather Isolate You got album of the year. It won album of the year.
I remember that
Cloudwarmer project. Yeah, so I think that was a combination of being a great album, but also like, you know, the zeitgeist of like the pandemic becoming an endemic. You know, I think that it really captured a moment. So congrats on that. And you have a new I know you said you didn't want to talk about yourself, but you have a new Cloudwarmer album out. So
I do.
I haven't listened to it yet. That's why it's not on the top 10. So this week was busy, but next week I plan to.
I'm very offended that you haven't listened yet.
Yeah,
very offended.
Well, yeah, Doug, come on.
the problem is the way I do it. If I start it but then I don't finish it, it's probably not going to get enough plays to actually make the top 10. So I got to sit down and like if there's something I'm like, okay, I want this to be on the show, I gotta be like, I gotta sit at the desk and like make it happen. I'm not just gonna like listen to 2 tracks, because if I spread, you know, if I listen to 5 tracks one week and 5 tracks the next week, it might not make it on. So I try to make sure that, and I've been not at my desk very much this past week. So
I don't even artists that I, you know, have been following like for a very long time. Sometimes when they release new albums, it'll take me like, you know, 6 months, sometimes over a year to actually sit down and listen to it. So I try to, you know, I'm not going to like hold it against people for not listening.
Yeah. The other thing that was in my head, I was like, oh, Eddie said he might be on this week. So like, we probably will play some stuff because Eddie's there. And so like, if it's on my top 10, then like, it's going to be like all on one week. And why don't I just like play it the next, you know, like I'll save it and then I'll play it the next week and it'll stretch it out. So that was kind of my thought too. I was like, well, you know, we'll just do that. So, do you have any videos out for the new album?
No, I just put up the full album version.
Yeah. That's another thing that happens a lot of times with new stuff too, is like people go back later and make the videos. So it's like, well, you know, our show is kind of like YouTube based and just like the way that I do it, it doesn't make a lot of sense to listen to new releases a lot of times.
Yeah, I put my shit together about half an hour before I get on here, man. So that's my system.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
well, I often don't look for the videos until the show, but I know my list. Like these are the artists that I'm looking for the videos for. So
thing about YouTube videos is like, well, it takes me a while to make them, but also like what I was talking about with the YouTube algorithm, like sometimes when I'm doing it, I'm just like, hey, what's the point of this? Like if people want to hear it, they can hear it on Bandcamp. I don't need to like make a big production video for YouTube, etc. But so
yeah,
that's why I don't have any videos for the new Cloudwarmer album, because I like doing them, but they get like I said, like 200 views a year maybe. So it's kind of like, because on Bandcamp we have like I think Cloudwarmer has like 5,000 followers. Bandcamp calls them followers now. It's just people that have downloaded the album for free or whatever. So I don't have to do anything with that, because when I release something, people they get the email notification from Bandcamp, and so that's a significant like amount of more people that are going to hear it than YouTube subscribers. So.
Yeah.
Well, those 6 people, man. No, that way that's the Vietnam 2 page. What's the Cloudwarmer got?
The Cloudwarmer has. Okay, here's the thing: the video I was telling you about, the with the Aries Death Cult video that has 20,000 views, whatever. I'd made that one too, and that one had 3 subscribers, and now it has like almost 400, just from in a month.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
I'm moving on up in the YouTube world.
So just take all your other bands' videos and just put them onto the Aries Death Cult page.
Yeah. Some bands do that. Yeah, they're like I don't remember an example off the top of my head, but yeah, they're like they just put their side project pages on there too, because they're like, well, if I make a new page for this side project, nobody's gonna see this. So
I actually do put the videos from Fields, Ohio, and my solo stuff. I put that on the Cloudwarmer YouTube, just so I don't have the hassle of having more YouTube channels. At a certain point, there's just too many passwords to remember, and I'll never be able to log in.
Well, you don't need a new password, because you can set up pages through YouTube. That's what I do for like the CC Community Music Awards and for this page. Cool. Yeah, it's all just my page. So you might want to look into that, because that would simplify your life greatly. Oh, and the other thing too,
what's the deal? Like
how
many can you make? How many?
I don't know. I've got like 5 or 6. I mean, there's probably some sort of limit, but I would think like, surely it's at least 10. I mean, because you got to think, if somebody like does like, they like manage YouTube pages for people or something, like they're going to need to log into a bunch of different accounts. And the other great thing about that is that, like, with you having multiple people in the band, you can have, different people that are, so like Potsy has like admin or a manager or some sort of access to the page for this. I don't know why it's picked up on my, I probably muted. No, it is muted, but it's still, I don't know what's going on with my Ubuntu one picking up on the feed. It's, cause
I keep wanting to tell like
looking at the camera
headset, go to camera 2 for Doug.
Yeah. I was like, what the mic's not even on that one, so why is it picking up? I don't know.
You should add some special effects in the background of Cam 2. Explosions.
Yeah.
Big production.
Well, yeah, I mean,
the green screen,
my dogs have their bow ties on for Christmas. Let's see if we can go find the doggies.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go to the remote spot now.
It's like a found footage horror movie.
There's a cat. Yeah, I think the dogs ate the cat collars, so our cats don't have collars now. And so they have bow ties too, though. All right, hey T'Challa, the doggies are on the bed. See? Yeah, very handsome. This guy over here, he looks like he's a bodyguard for a mafia don or something. So
that's doing a very good job. He's asleep.
That's true. Even bodyguards got to rest. But
I'm guarding this blanket.
Yeah, he's good at that. Yeah, poor guy. He's a foster. I think he's gonna be with us for a minute, but he's got sleep apnea. I mean, it's not like officially diagnosed, but like you just gotta listen to the dude sleep. And yeah, he's definitely, and he's like overweight. Like he's got sleep apnea, and yeah, he sleeps a lot. So I think he's not particularly old. I think it's just like he probably doesn't sleep well because of the sleep apnea, and then he sleeps a lot during the day. But
did you were they from a kill shelter or just a normal shelter?
Yeah, so both of those guys came up to Minnesota. T'Challa, who is basically, I guess, a teenager at this point. He's like 1.5. We got him when he was a puppy because we had the cats, and we were like, you know, we don't really know how the cats are going to deal with it, and so he came up from Texas, and he was at I don't think there are kill shelters in Minnesota. I could be wrong about that, but they bring a lot of dogs from the South up here, and so yeah, Charles from Texas, but he didn't live in, like, he was, him and his mom and his 8 brothers and sisters, they all came up together, and then Sabby is from Missouri, and yeah, we just got Sabby in November, and yeah, he's pretty good. He bit our dog, but they're friends. But he our dog, they were like, I think Savvy thought he was trying to take his food, and so he bit him. But
it happens sometimes.
He just bit him. He bit him on the paw. So like, you know, it wasn't like he was trying to kill him or anything. So he was just like, stay away from my food. So
Claiming territory.
Yeah. So but yeah, he's a sweetheart, other than he doesn't want you to touch his food. So
nobody does, right?
Yeah. So the cats I think the cats are smart enough not to try to take his food. So but the other dog, he's actually pretty smart, but he's just really stubborn, and he's a brat, so he thinks everything is his. So one of these days, maybe he'll grow out of that. So, all right, enough dog stories. Patsy, I think you're up next. But I've got one. If you want me to just go ahead, if you don't have anything.
Well, I was looking for like a Christmas thing, and like I was looking through the same thing I looked through last week to find one where I found that lounge singery guy, and. Yeah, the one that I found, man. I mean, I took the link and I got the title for it, but yeah, it's just like mad depressing. It's just like a guy on an acoustic guitar. No one needs to know about that.
Yeah. So,
but he made it like in the title. It says it's like, you know, Creative Commons license. That was like the bait for it. Nah.
Yeah. So I haven't. It's not on my top 10, but if we want to play some festive music, then I've got one here that I can play. I'm gonna double check. This used to be Creative Commons, but I think the band switched to not being Creative Commons. So I wanted to make sure this album was still Creative Commons. Okay, it is. So this is from like way back in the day, and you know, I love this album. It's from 2009, and I heard this on Sirius XM. I didn't search. I searched on Google, not on YouTube. So I don't know. We might just be looking at some album art here when I actually find it. But yeah, this is a whole festive album here. The name of the band is Gods of Fire, which you know, you can probably guess the genre based off of that name. But the I don't want to tell you the name of the track or of the album yet, because I think that'll give away too much. Can I not find this? All right, let me play the other one, and then I'll find this one. This one's not festive. This is just from the top 10. And I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce it. It's in I think it's in Polish. It's in some language with a bunch of diacritics, and yeah.
Try to pronounce it.
Try. Okay. All right.
Are there no vowels?
Postazina Oblast, and then the track is Sokol V. Like there's just a V. It's a whole word is a V. What the hell is that? I don't know. Sokol V. Dezeti Rockshire. Maybe it's like like Czech or something. I don't know if it's Polish, but yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It was a good effort.
Good effort on your part. Judges. There's a lot. There's a lot of letters.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
All right.
Enjoy the music, not my pronunciation.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's the traditional, Czechoslovakian Christmas coyote that you saw there at the end. So,
right.
That song reminded me of like, I think it's a maybe a Smashing Pumpkins song from the '90s. Some part of it. I think that like weird sounding guitar sound in it sounded like a Pumpkin song. Maybe it was something else. One of those bands.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Yeah. Or maybe it was that band.
Travel brochures.
It might have been that band.
I don't know.
You know the band Filter? Do you remember that band?
Yeah.
Maybe it was something about it. I don't know about the. I mean, obviously it was in Polish or whatever Czech language. Have no idea what he's talking about. He could be saying some pretty messed up stuff, and I'd never know about it.
Yeah, well, he was singing about the Christmas coyote.
The music was cool, though.
Yeah. All right. So I found this other one. So you guys want me to play this?
This is the same band?
Good. No. This is so that band that I just played was off my top 10. This band, we were talking about One to Find, festive music and stuff. And I was thinking I might break the top 10 anyway, because I heard this, I think it was this track actually, that they played on Sirius XM the other day. And I was like, that's some pretty mad props for a Creative Commons song. So so the name of the album is Hanukkah Gone Metal, and this is the title track. On the first night of Hanukkah, I received a mighty dreidel. On the second night of Hanukkah, I received a little vodka. On the third night of Hanukkah, I did receive the mystical treasure of guilt. On the fourth night of Hanukkah, I did receive
Awesome. Well done. I like the bass player.
Yes.